Company presents Juve in August, the Mardi Gras edition. This Sunday, we head to the Anchorage Beach Club Shagrama, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Coolers, masks, and beads. Shagrama will be transformed into the Mecca of Carnival. Limited advance tickets are $200. For more info, 771-9069. Tickets are available at Diamonds by Sarah, High Street, San Fernando. Please for the Spain, Bobby's Valkyria, Fats International, Arima, Hearty Kuzurima, and Rumba. Juve in August, the Mardi Gras edition. That's the date. This is an event you don't want to miss.
When I say we, talk about boom, celebrating on the sea as the summer is totally lit. So we ending it lit, right? So with an ultimate semi-inclusive cooler cruise, sorry, we are adding a meal of chicken and extra beer to this experience. So it's a boom night for Independence Night celebration on board the Harbour Master. Thursday the 31st of August, boarding at 8 p.m. and we are sailing at 9 p.m. Again, it's a semi-inclusive cooler cruise, a meal of chicken and extra beer all on us, together with our favorite boom personalities and DJs. So get your limited $200 tickets now before they go up at Fats International, Arima, and Trinity Mall, Just My Size, Anvor Plaza, Tuna Puna, In Excess Urban Apparel, Henry Street, Port of Spain, Larry's Fashion, Shagonas. So close the summer with us, Independence Night, chicken and beer, a semi-inclusive cooler cruise, powered by Boom 94 World.
And Wilkes Credit Union invites you to come save big with their new Save On Us accounts. You can earn 2.5% interest after 10 months of consecutive savings. Choose from any of 3 cycles: the Christmas investment plan starting in January, the Easter savings plan starting in May, or the summer spending plan starting in September. Monthly deposits can range from $100 to $1,500, with interest paid out on the total amount saved after 10 months. For more information, call Wilkes Credit Union at 623-6239 or visit them online at www.wilkescu.com for more information. We have a little bit more ads. When we come back, we're going to talk about the 1%.
Great weekend with Carib from August 17th to 20th in Tobago. Load up the crew and enjoy 4 days of fets, cool downs, bar crawls, and much more. Plus, join the Carib girls on the Carib trailer and enjoy Carib specials and giveaways from Crown Point to Charlottesville.
Just 5 years ago, to do a live broadcast, you needed a truck and a transmitter. Now they come with a cell phone. The world changed, and we in Trinidad, we don't realize, but we know it, but we not realizing that this is not a preview. This is the world. This is the world we're living in now, and we're supposed to be operating at that level.
When you look at technology, I mean, even like us, we had to purchase a computer. We had to really do research.
Because things change so fast.
The camera we buy was what? About $100,000.
Wow.
And that's to stay ahead of the game.
Yeah.
That's to stay ahead of the game, because outside there, if you want to do work regionally and internet, they have the best. We don't have
We're playing against big.
you understand? And then broadcasting Trinidad, we still in like, we didn't even reach 60 by 9 yet. We 4.3, right? Which is 480p or 420p. We reach 720p.
I pay in flow for my live broadcast. I pay in flow every night for my live broadcast. For their 120. I pay for the 120 package. And before the show starts, I do a system test. And I get 42.
Yeah, for sure. But that happened to us. It happened just like last week, where
On point with Sylvan Shade and DJ Brent.
And who do you
Roll out the hottest joints back to back.
You pay this money, whether you get it or not. You understand? If you go and buy a box of chicken and chips and then missing a piece of chicken, you're making noise.
they said you can't even complain.
They have nobody for you to complain.
They said this one, because we wasn't in their mandate.
Take a blind.
Take a blind.
Exactly.
Well, then they offer the option to complain if you have bad services. But do we ever
use the line?
do we do it? Do we call it? Do we go online and say
no, but we don't have a culture of reimbursing, and the rigmarole that you have to go through sometimes when you complain. It's less the headache than saying, you know what?
We beat it into submission, he right? We beat it into submission.
You can't complain for what? Guys, and that's
you filling out that form, believing nothing coming out of it.
of course. One thing, I did this for about
Yeah, you believing that going nowhere. Exactly.
but they try to keep us in our contract. I call, watch out, I call.
They're plug in all their brands.
Flo was
like it.
enough internet, right? So we pay this service. I call them and say, here what? I want to get on the contract. And then, well, you sign on, it's no less than 2 years and whatever. I really call. I said, oh, really? I said, what I have, you sure it's in that contract? Went through range to the fine print, nothing.
Commanded.
Nothing. I call them back and say, it's either what they carry, or this contract is the wrong one that I have. Because I have nothing here that says that I'm filing me for no 2 years. I say, at the end of the day, I'm going to give you my service, and you know what to do? You send a CW business agent to the office. You know what's on internet speed now? 120 megabits per second and 20 megabits upload. For the same cost you're paying me for. Same cost. Because they could have done it all the time. They could have done it all the time, but they don't want to lose the customer.
We switching to digital.
They doesn't understand.
We switching to digital. No, I tell you why I'm switching to digital. And flow and see. Because people who see in my show flow every night and see in the drama, when we switch to digital, it either will get better or get worse. And that will be a clear example to everybody because I will have both. And I'll be able to say, listen, this is not working, and they can afford that.
But there's nothing. Boom. I have 60 megs. 60 megs that I paid and I'm in all people. And 30 upload. More upload speed than I have in the office at home. And a direct fiber line, that's digital. I have about 8 TV.
So digital better?
I have about 8 TV.
You would say digital better than TV?
In my area.
They go?
Caroline, just before Caroline, I'm going to be at the end of Point Commander, the beginning of Caroline. And the same guy.
No, I in the process of switching now, because no matter, I have flow technicians who every night they're trying to, you know what I'm doing? Rebooting, taking out batteries, starting over.
I started off with Blink, right? Started off with Blink. Terrible, right? Very slow. Went to flow. Terrible. Every minute as I reboot and this and that and everything. I said, I said digital. So far with digital, their technicians are smarter because you can tell them certain things. Like I was saying, well, do I need to change my IP address? Do I need to do whatever they say? Well, I use a Google DNS, right? There are people, you will know what you're talking about. Say you're using Google DNS and whatever. No problem. I play my little game now and again. I have to access internet online. My kids have tablets, you know. All of us have cell phones, all the computers.
I don't need for anymore. Since I buy a Fire Stick about 2 months ago, and I don't watch TV at all. And
Code Easy Vibes.
I only on Code Easy
Vibes. There's a new repository called Elysium, and that's drawing real wet right now.
Let me tell you. No, but I just binge watching. No, but I just binge watching series after series after series. Right? I just finished watching the whole house again. I'm watching Blacklist. That's a bad series.
Blacklist bad.
Blacklist bad. Now watching that, right? And I know the next 3 series I'm gonna watch. Cable there, and people have to understand. In our lifetime, whole industries were created and died. You could hold a CD in your hand. You could. I sure he using only files in the computer. No CD and thing anymore. CD was a whole technology that come and gone in less than 10 years.
There's one computer everybody uses. It don't even matter walk with you. Just bring your headphones.
See that?
Yeah.
See that?
Everybody is the same computer.
See that?
Don't walk with all that again.
What's that? Going in party. Going in party.
Walk with the headphones.
I'm a selector. I walk in there.
You know what?
Yourself. We're telling you.
I used to bring crate.
I run
I used to walk with crate.
Ask beer. There was beers. By that time. For them, they're talking mom. They're 12 inch. They're 12 inch. They're pulling out the head from the chick. We're telling you. Hurry up, there. I hear my man on the skill now. We're telling you.
Before party start, you're organizing your run. You organize your run.
Your selector was the man. There's 3 million Mike man, DJ and selector. If a DJ is a selector, he's bad. Nobody say no. Remember, with that, you need a break. You have a man that's so able to exactly. And I know all. I'm telling
But watch me. We tell you there is fact, you know. But watch, you know what
Party of your cold sweat.
Man outside the party waiting to grab crate and take it inside to get in the party free. I moving crate to get in. Like that free pass. Because it's them big chubby case, cold case, full of
cold. And you would have those now, you saw the handles inside. Yeah, you got to have that taste. But I tell you, and we used to play bass, we used to play on bridge, the kind of thing, every kind of places.
Alright guys, so we coming in with the 1%. Don't call any names, alright?
Alright, cool. Alright, cool, sorry.
I don't want to get
why don't we get a piece of that because we have a thing on that. So we have a different position, his position on that. I don't want it to be a cross talk. I would like to.
right.
Yeah. So you share it up. You share it up. Yeah, no problem. Can they bring it? Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
Because we just want to enunciate our position on that, and it is a little different today.
Right, but we'll do it on the
Yeah. No see.
That coffee actually last though.
I feel like what
She doesn't big thing on here.
right now.
Shut up. As soon as I reach the look at them.
But I took that coffee, man. What is this? Level up.
She can't make it's Milo and coffee to buy those coffee. Yeah, that's what it
We're inside Boom Champion. This is part 2 of the video. If you wasn't following before, I'm here with Ozzy and and we will.
You're listening to On Point on the Boom 94, your new number one. Khalifa, I'm here, Jade is here, Brent is here, and we are talking about the 1%. I don't really know what I mean. Anyway, Jade,
Yeah. I have a question, and this one is for Ozzy, right?
Yeah, sure.
Boycott the 1%, right? Why? And I am a citizen here, and I think that I could purchase or do what I feel or think. Why you want me to boycott that 1%?
All right. Mike is okay?
Yeah.
Mic check.
Yeah,
All right,
check.
good.
Go ahead.
Well, first of all, I think people have to understand the context in which the call was made.
Okay.
And the first thing I need to dismiss, it has nothing to do with race. Because I realize that people trying to carry it down a particular line.
and I'm glad you said that because
It's
I keep reading the race context everywhere I see.
Yeah, that's why I thought I'd deal with that one time up
understand
front.
why people would go there based on the initial context of how it was brought up.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to know if the OWTU and if the labor movement is really making this into a race thing.
Yeah.
No, it's a class. It's about elitism and class. In other words, and it also has to do with the structure of Trinidad and Tobago. You see, we've been ignoring this for many, many decades. The structure of Trinidad and Tobago is one in which there is a small group, whichever race they belong, but there's a small percentage that amass huge amounts of wealth, and not because of their special superior acumen. I think we need to put that out there. But it has to do with the nature of the institutions of the state that facilitated this power structure, whereby there's a small elite group that not just amass wealth, but also exert extreme influence over politicians and policymakers. And I think this is the issue. Because the problem with it is that elite group in this current economic situation, that's why I say people have to understand the context. They're not preparing to sacrifice at all. It is as though in this current economic crisis, the rest of us must carry the burden alone. And we say, no, it cannot be that way. You can't generate huge amount of wealth during the boom time and then continue to even generate more wealth during a time of crisis. Because what you have during a time of crisis is that conglomerates consume small and medium businesses. And so, the other context has to do with the chokehold over small and medium businesses. A lot of small and medium businesses just don't have market share because of the control that the small elite group has over our entire economy. And I'll prove it. We're making up the list, and I can tell you, the list will be publicly launched soon. And I can tell you, one of the striking things about this list, as we put it together, is you start to think, how can any small or medium business make a mark or a dent when there is this complete control over so many aspects of our consumer life? so many aspects. I'm not going to say it because then it'll start a giveaway who is on the list. But I can tell you, it is incredible, and I think that will be a start with that shock to our population, which is necessary because maybe there's the need for a system shock. When we begin to realize, wait, hang on, how can one, and it's actually less than 1%, but how can such a small group have so much control over everything we consume? And therefore, how does that provide space for small and medium entrepreneurs and businesses? And that is the context.
I want to weigh in on that, please.
Is the hope then, what you hope to achieve, is it what? To facilitate growth of small and medium businesses?
That is a system shock to assist, to allow the stranglehold that this small group has over our system and our economy, how we can release that stranglehold and enable small and medium businesses to have a chance to flourish.
Because you know, people will also argue that they really it's a lot of different things that they control.
It is huge.
Yes, it is.
And diverse.
It is huge. So you know, when you want to, when you say something like boycott,
it's an alternative. It's just that the alternatives don't get a chance
and require work.
Now, I want to say something just quickly.
Before you okay, go ahead.
Yeah, just in terms of responsibility. And I would talk about that. I think that there's a big disconnect with the people, right? And, you know, no shade on OWTU, but I think it's responsible statements, you understand? Because you said that without putting the proper context in place. So now people confused. People want to know where's the real story, what's going on. And I just believe context is a serious thing. We have to also, again, educate before we demand things of the people, you know? Tell us properly, explain properly what is the situation, what you're trying to achieve, then talk about boycott. We can't talk about boycott if we don't know what we're boycotting in the first place and why.
Yeah, except that, wait, no, I really have to respond to that because I need to. You see, he spoke
they have
for
straight into
35 minutes. 35 minutes. That's 35 minutes of context. Yeah. Unfortunately, a news clip gives you 30 seconds or 1 minute, whether it's radio or television. The space in your newspapers, when you look at, even if I get a full page story, that is 5 minutes. So it's just the nature of how.
But that's life.
Before we move forward, I know Philip wanted to.
But that's life.
Because we need to, and Jan said context. I want to say context of this. You said, Khalifa, at the start that this came into the conversation because of this Anthony Bourdain show. And when Mario Sabga, Buddha, Pizza Boys referred to themselves as the 1%, I think that is where it came about.
I think that is where people...
That's where it came about. Okay, but you see, Trinidadians didn't ask questions. And I come back to the issue that I am raising. Because Mario Sabga Aboud said he owns 126 stores. And he's the Starbucks of the Caribbean. And nobody didn't ask this question. How did you get funding to open 126 stores? Because that is a serious point. If each store costs $1 million, that's $126 million. If you were building a store a month, that's 10 years. How did you do this in an environment where the average person cannot get an overdraft to support their business? And that is an important issue. We have and you need to, let me put this in the conversation. There is an alternative economy running in this country, and we need to face that far and beyond anything else, because people controlling the economy, not because they are better at business, but because they can drown other businesses. When you have a brand like Hong Wing suffering in Trinidad, but nothing brands coming through suppliers, our foreign exchange weeps out of this country for foolishness, for things that we grow and can manufacture here. I love how Ozzy said earlier that we manufacture what we don't consume and consume what we don't manufacture. That needs to, I am stealing that, and I'm not moving like Larry Lala. I give in Ozzy his props. You need to understand this, that the people of Trinidad and Tobago, now 1.3 million of us, we need to see this power structure. And I love that you borrowed that. I want my props when you use that word, because power structure is me. And we have to understand there is a power structure in this country that is the banks and the business class and the chambers of commerce companies that have no interest in seeing other people advance, and we need to fix that.
All right,
and
we need to take a quick call. 1 second. Hello? Hi, good morning.
I listened this morning and I just played devil's advocate. I just asking for some patience.
Yeah, go ahead.
You all had a discussion about children and education and business earlier. And based on the discussion, it's obvious that a certain class of people are punished for starting business by the 2 8-year-olds. And now we're talking about a certain class of people who are able to seemingly do the impossible. I am putting it in the atmosphere that knowledge and lack of knowledge is what is at play. And not that they have any special leeway, but if you have to go to the bank to get funding for your business, you need to do a proper business plan. If you listen to an interview with the owner of Movie Talk, and if you go back in history, he was speaking about the fact that he shopped around his idea, and a number of financial institutions turned him away. We have to be careful in this country of only looking at the soil and looking to put a plaster over it and not looking at the core. The fact of the matter is that, generally speaking, with all the educated, we say that we are educated. We are very ignorant people. And we are ignorant not for lack of teaching, but for lack of real-life learning. And I am a strong believer in that. And I use my own example. For years, I give your mother and then tell you go to school, get a good education, and look for a good government work.
Yeah.
That is what has been bred to a wide cross-section of our society, and it was a lie. So I cannot hold the person to ransom who did not hold that belief, who said, listen, free enterprise, start a business. I remember my mother years ago, Pirate Dish, the little Syrian man coming driving around with his station wagon, and he gave you to pay your pay weeks and weeks and weeks for the Pirate Dish or the bolt or the piece of cloth or whatever. We have to be careful. The real problem in my belief is not the 1%, it's not the 99%. It's the fact that as a nation, we are not looking
right.
All right.
And I think that's why we're having this conversation.
Yes.
So thank you for saying that. Thank you for soliciting that opinion.
You see what he said there about your parents and them telling you as soon as you come out of school you need to go and get a government work.
Jade, we getting to respond to that call.
We need to talk about that.
Now. And actually,
we have to take a break.
Calling us right now. You can call back in about 5 minutes. Somebody. Because we have to take a break, and when we get back, we'll get back into the conversation. Right. We'll get there.
Powers has a challenge for you. Try going back to
you see, it's that lack of knowledge. No, but even if we can't respond on it, that lack of knowledge that would make the caller think that is just because
like to do that.
Jade.
We spoke about all of that.
Yeah, we kind of did.
We're making the point.
I actually think, but you see, what we also have to be mindful of is that people is logging to different points of the show.
Exactly.
So it's always good to go back
but exactly, you know. but we come back to master and slave concept because people think of themselves. They have a saying in the book, as a man thinketh, James Allen said, a man could never rise higher than his own view of himself. If you see yourself as president, you're president. If you see yourself as car washer, you're car washer. And we need to get beyond this. And that caller, I understand what he said, that there are people who work very hard and bring cloth and Pyrex dish to their house. But that doesn't excuse the people who were able to open 126 stores in 10 years. I don't understand how that happened. I don't understand. And we need to know.
We need to know.
We need to know how that happened. You need to be able to show me how hard work allows you to open 126 stores in 10 years.
Because if it's hard work alone, so maybe after 4 years I supposed to have a TV station.
Exactly.
I have a TV station now.
But they're working real hard, right?
Yeah.
So maybe in our next show, we need to invite somebody who would have, you know.
You ready, email?
Bring Mario Samga aboard and ask him how you fund that business.
Follow up to the shows will be based on classism.
You have to focus on funding. Ask these people, what is funding your business? It comes down to credit. If 94.1 couldn't pay the bills to keep the lights on, all the out of work. And if somebody get into radio business,
you see that knocking at taxes, you see that not paying your bills, you see them things? Plenty companies in Trinidad.
Alright, so after the next ad, we have
So we should wrap in at 20 to 12, but they have not paid yet. So I'm going now.
you need us to stay for the
No, you're saying, but it should wrap in at 20 to 12, right? We have a paid second.
So I can't roll now.
No,
I have to stay.
You think I will start again?
As he say, getting juicy, we time to run for sure. I want to reach out.
It's some good panelists.
I want to reach outside and all the comrades out there, you know.
Well, what up with you? We don't want to do anything. Your milk.
They come for me half of 1%.
30 seconds.
Alright guys, so thanks so much.
Going back up now.
Everybody enjoy the show, right?
Thank you for one thing.
Yeah. No problem.
Thank you, darling. You want some water?
Because it's real back now. More space, more vibes, more corners, more time. We go rock it.
Limited advance tickets, $200. For info, 771-90.
The Body Cry Edition. The Anchorage Shakaramas. We coming.
So guys, Sensational Sammy Song Company presents Juve in August, the Mardi Gras edition. So this Sunday today, we head to the Anchorage Beach Club Shagaramas from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Coolers, masks, and beats. So Shagaramas will be transformed into a mega of carnival. Limited advance tickets are $200. For more information, you can call 771-9069. Tickets are available at Diamonds by Sarah, High Street, San Fernando. Please phone us, Spain, Bobby, Mark, here.
Taking a leg stretch. There was a station across from the station that we in. I know that is there talking to Thomas and them. But the issue is real, and I'm glad that we have an opportunity to discuss it on a young urban station, because we need to spread the message and get it outside there. Trinidadians have to understand that we have a responsibility to this nation. We can't continue to accept things as they are. I am in an interview this morning, for those of you who don't know, because this is part 2, is Jan from Media Mill, Ozzy Warwick, the research officer of OWTU, and of course me in my capacity of Progressive Empowerment Party. The reality of the situation is we have a two-tiered economy. It is not making sense. I have put into the public space that there is no credit available to young or to business people in Trinidad and Tobago, to the middle class, to anybody who does not want to be an employee. And we need to face this, we need to address this, we need to deal with this, we need to drill down as to why this might be so. Yeah, so I'm gonna be here. They tell me I stay till 20 to 12, and they don't even have cheese paste sandwich for your boys. So it's Sunday. I want to knock on mommy door after and see what she cook.
Just my side, Anva Plaza, in excess urban apparel, Henry Street, Port Spain, Larry's Fashion, Chigola. So close the summer with us, Independence Night, Chicken and Beer, a semi-inclusive cooler cruise, powered by your very own Boom Champions 9-4.
I think that's horrifying, but yeah, I mean, we'll be right back. Keep it locked in.
Now, we're ending the summer totally lit.
It's all about chicken.
Huh?
No, baby.
Vamos. The audio now, the car can hear the audio online, so I need to get a mouse to fix it.
Oh, that's what I was telling, man.
Yeah.
Try and see if we could plug in out there.
Khalifa, what's the plan for when you come back? I just need to know, because
Okay, we'll have exactly 30, well, not even, we'll have about 20 minutes of
from us though, from what, because
so what we will
how you want the format to run where our contribution is concerned. So
we're going to go back to the 1% question, because we haven't finished with that, and then we're going to close off with words of advice for young people when they're entering their business. Okay?
Thanks a lot.
Alright.
And don't forget the telling people to go and get government work.
Jade, that one resonated with Jade, boy.
No, because they just real good at it. I grew up in a...
But this job for life thing is...
I want to do archaeology.
But you're stepping on Ozzy toe there because Ozzy want job for life.
I want a sustainable job.
Sustainable job. Listen, we need this.
Decent job.
We need a public service that serves the people, and if you get to them, we're on the same page. Let me tell you something, you and I know we're on the same page long time.
Turn up the sound, because the boom is on loud, lit, all summer. On point, on the boom.
You're doing the lazy arm from
Right, so we're live inside. They're coming back to deal with this issue some more. This issue of the 1% that the OWTU raised, and where I said I agreed with them is because I want to target all of those companies that have foreign exchange. The rest of the country can't get foreign exchange, and they're wasting foreign exchange on foolishness. I want to know where they're getting that foreign exchange from. I want to know where Starbucks and KFC and Subway, how they getting that foreign exchange also? How they getting that foreign exchange?
I looked at the list and I prepared the list. And all of them foreign exchange.
How they getting it? If you can't get $200 US in France, how they get it? But where is coming from? Question out of the ass. Question out of the ass. Who had US outside when this recession hit? Making money. I hear man getting as high as $10 for US. And then you have the next thing with the Chinese economy I hear about now. They have a whole separate economy again. Chinese they're running their own bank. They're buying US, they're running their own playway. Where they're listening to the playway numbers. And they're getting a better return from the Chinese playway. But they're using the state playway. What about the call out of the thing? No. They're just giving you a better rate.
When I say bend down, you just bend. Relax your back to keep it in bed. When I say bend down, you just bend. You will like a one that can give the children your bubble and dip. Bubble and dip. Bubble and dip. Bubble and dip. You love when you look back and bite your lips. Bubble and dip. 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 You love when you look back and bite your lips. Girl, sit up on the mic. Left and right, girl, right on time. You look nice and your friend look nice. Make the place shut up like Enterprise, girl. Exercise, girl.
I learned things watching Jade and Khalifa. I learned things I didn't know before. DJ Brent getting on dirty though. Not a game that. Sunday morning vibes 94.1.
That's what I was trying to say, but I can't think that I'm not
This on? It's charging. Once you plug in, it's charging. Once you plug in, it's charging. Yeah. Thanks for the patience. Stay with us. We had to bring this to a wrap. We had to deal with this issue. As Ozzy said, it's getting juicy now. We have to address the issue. I'm glad we're going to do it in a station like 94.1. We're supposed to be reaching the ground with this. Because the reality of the situation is the economy is being mismanaged, the country is being mismanaged. We have a power structure exerting undue influence on what passes for our nation. This can't continue. Banks have questions to answer. Governments have questions to answer. Where's the regulation? Where's the regulation to control how our financial sector is run? We don't have it. I can't believe I say no in a radio station. I'm split in the middle. I reached this morning. Don't worry, we have to have a big following, a youth following. So it's cool. They like it themselves. And plenty who playing young too. Like me. I'm responding to messages on WhatsApp. You see me typing as well, dude. It's like, you know. We like 3 old men in our life. It's minds like that when both champions, so you know. And Brenda, them busy. Remember sending requests, but they asked me Despacito. What you pronounce that? Straight on the jumbo jet. Straight on the plane. Fat tonight and wine like rain. We come to party straight off the plane. All my nice clothes wine get straight. We come to party straight off the plane. Need a cold drink to cool my brain. Because I don't. I told you, share the video, let people know when we come inside here now, we're going to be really dealing with the issue. I like the fact that I'm sitting here with Ozzy, because Ozzy and the OWTU, you may think that we have a difference on certain issues, and we will. That is the nature of politics. But Ozzy and I, for years, we've had more issues that we agree on than we disagree. And when I hear with Jan, and you know, I'm a big supporter of all the work that Media Mill doing and putting out there. So it's a nice vibe. Stay with us. Spread the word, share the video. We're going to finish this discussion in a bit.
Wait, hold on.
Straight off the jumbo jet. Straight off the jumbo jet. Straight off the plane. Left and right and wide like rain. We come to party straight off the plane. All my nice clothes wearing and stain. We come to party straight off the plane. Need that cold drink to cool my brain. We come to party straight off the plane. Left and right and wide like rain. We come to party straight off the plane. Yo, I think I dress like this already. I dress as soon as I land. One time straight from the airport, straight to the party. No sticking with me. After all these hours of flying and my foot numbing. Let me stretch out my leg, my friend, them know I come in. Tell them roll all the ice, we can street and beauty free price. And nobody can.
She know. She drunk already?
She know.
No, she came out the jumbo jet like 2 years ago. But still, hi auntie, I love you. Anyway, you're listening to Boom 94, number 1. We're talking 1% and entrepreneurs. And Brent has a question.
Okay, so